Yeah, hopefully that should be better now. Thank you. Yeah, it's all working now. Thank you, Tracer, for letting us know. We got DMs, uh, DCM exploding. Excellent. I don't know. I've unmuted myself, but when I went live, it muted myself again for some reason. Oh, we got Kevin there as well. Excellent. All fab. I hope we got that right. And we got Dazzy. Cool. We've got Safari. Excellent. Leading now. I've not even caught up to the front yet. Abandoned Exploring Mike. Did I get Thomas Urban Explores? We've got Christopher in. Cool. I think we've caught up with everyone now. Adrian. We've got Captain Caveman. We've got Melissa Jones. Yep, there's Mr. John Bengal. Abandoned Exploit. Yeah, I've said that. Mark Lewis. Excellent. Nice one for joining us. Yeah, and thank you to everyone who's just jumped in and joined tonight's live chat. Sorry about the sound before. Like I say, I thought you had everything sorted, but you know, live streams and especially my live streams. We've got the secret vault there. Excellent. Cool. Yeah. So what's happened this week? Well, I've been working on that underground in Manchester, basically, trying to find out some more information on that. I did go back to the tunnel I found. The video will be coming out this week. Not at the end of the week, it'll be during the week. So hopefully you'll see it all. I don't want to speak to it too much, but I did end up speaking to a couple of people about the underground and people who work there as well. I was speaking to a couple of people who worked there when it was a police station. Also, I was speaking to a security guard, and also I was speaking when I wasn't there. I went somewhere else, checking other underground places and stuff like that. I did get pulled by the police, and yeah, I had a little chat with the police there as well, asking me what I was doing. So I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. Have we missed anyone? Yeah, I think we have. I'm just going to flick through now, see if I've missed. Oh, we've got Shelley. Can't miss Shelley, can we? Yeah, I think. Oh, Lucifer is in. Louise. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. So yeah, basically, I went to the site and get rid of that. I went to the site where the tunnel is. Jumped on the barrier, then jumped on the fence, having a nosy over like that. As soon as I got up, I turned right like that, looks right, and the bleeding police car turned round the corner, coming straight towards me. I thought, oh no, this doesn't look good. Fair enough, I'm stood on the thing, not doing much, and yeah. So I thought I was going to get pulled there, but no, they just drove straight past me, behind me, and carried on going. So I thought, oh, fair enough. I had a look around, and decided by this time I better just leave this area now. So I went down towards the Manchester vaults, the arches basically, the air raid shelters. They'd about a couple of locations I need to try around there, or look at least. So I went round looking, and that's when I got my collar felt by CID. CID pulled me. They asked me what was I doing and stuff like that. So I said, I'm just taking pictures and stuff like that. I've just been speaking to a couple of your officers over there about 2, 3 minutes ago. Just walked over here, and and next thing I got pulled by yous. All right, what are you doing? I said, I'm here to take some photos. Have you took any photos? He said, yeah. Then what did you take photos of? Well, see that building over there? I took a picture of that building. I took a picture of this building here. I'm going to take a picture of this building here. All right. So you took pictures today? I went, yeah. And there's loads of police around the cathedral on Sunday. It was when I got there. Yes, on Sunday when I got there. So, like I say, I went up to a couple of police officers in uniform. Said, "Why is there so much police around here?" They said, "Have a guess." I said, "I know it's down to the Queen's funeral and stuff, but why is so many police?" They went, "We'll just had the MP or not the MP, pardon me, the mayor of Manchester." I think they said there at the thing, and a few more high important people. So basically, I walked off then and started taking a couple of pictures. So, like they say, why are you taking pictures? I said, look, I'm taking them of the buildings there because I'm doing a history video of Manchester here and now, and I'm just interested in this and that. But all right, can we take your name? I said, well, I know you can ask me, but I don't want to give it you because one, I've done nothing wrong, and obviously I don't need to give it you if I've done nothing wrong. All right, so how did you get into town today then? I was like, yeah, why are you asking me these questions? I just said I'm not really going to talk to you. Tell you what I'll do. I'll show you something. I've got my phone out. Just show them the channel, like out on YouTube. I says, if you really think something I've done or whatever, you can find out who I am through my channel. So they went, okay. Turned around and just walked off and left me to it. So pretty cool of them just leave me alone and respect my wishes not to talk to them. Not being funny or nothing, but they were nice and polite and respectful to me, and I was respectful to them. So yeah, cool. What I'll do, I'll post a link in the chat if anyone wants to come up. So there's a few people in that might want to come up, and I'll just send the link up now. And also, when I was at the building site where the underground tunnels actually are, they have been confirmed by the security guard. They are actual tunnels there, and they do go underneath Deansgate and Oxford Road and towards the uh, town hall. So it's a shame me and Carl didn't get in at the time. We found them. But like I say, I did do a video and it'll be coming out during the week. So just stay tuned for that. So like I say, I can't say too much. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that's it. After jumping up at the fence like that on the barrier to look over the fence on Sunday, like I say, the police car went past. I jumped down and walked around a little bit more, and next thing I noticed this guy taking pictures on his mobile phone. So I like nearly walked in front of him. I went, "Oh, 1 minute, go on, you take your picture." He went, "No, no, you're all right." I went, "No, no, you take your picture, you're right." He went, "All right." So he took his picture. I don't know whether he was in it or not, but I just went over and said, "Oh, I just take pictures as well," and just got chatting to him. And apparently, he was one of the sergeants there that used to work at Bootle Street Police Station. So he was telling me he was working there since the 70s and stuff like that. So I asked him whether he could speak to him on camera or basically get his voice on camera so he could tell us a few stories. he said he'd rather not talk about the uh, on camera and stuff like that. So yeah, but he did tell us a few stories about it and told us possible places to go and have a look. So pretty cool, I thought. Uh, Also, what else did I do this week? Or last week, should I say, since last time live stream? I went up to see Mr. ALW, and he's actually in the chat here at the moment. And yeah, please let him in. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello, Andrew. Okay,
Yeah, not bad.
good, good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get StreamYard working on this. Different computer. Hey,
Are
there
you
we go. I can't see the chat now. How do I get the chat up?
comments
Oh,
in the
there it
top
is.
right corner?
There we go. Hi, everyone in the chat. Yeah, there we are. Hey, yeah, yeah. You've had some constabulary problems, have you? You want to be careful with that.
Yeah, I know. I've got to like try and keep my image down now and my profile a bit low in town.
Yeah, you don't want them chasing you about. It's not
No,
worth it. As Mr. Vault will tell you, they would have been asking how you got into town because they'll want to go check your car out, and
yeah,
then that'll get straight on the old
PNC.
PNC marker on it, and then yeah, you
Yeah,
don't want that.
no,
It's,
definitely. That's why I
it's
didn't tell
a
him
pain
nothing
that you
about the
don't need.
car.
Yeah, man. Oh. Mm.
Basically, I just changed the subject. I said, instead of answering any more questions, have a look at this. Know what I mean? And if you want
Yeah,
to do any more work and find out who you am, actually am, and no, waste time, they can do because I've done nothing wrong.
yeah.
Everyone's saying hello to you there.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Yeah, it was good to see you as well during the week, apart from the circumstances, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Totally horrendous situation. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
but it was a
No way
nice,
around it.
it was a nice day, I thought, and yeah, I needed to come down and see you.
Yeah, I'm really
Not seen
pleased
you
that you
for a
came
while.
across to see me. Yeah, yeah, you were
Yeah,
representing the YouTube community.
I was. Little Dave weren't there; he was moving house, but
Who's
never
moving
mind.
house that
Like you
day?
say, I was there supporting the YouTube community, and yeah, thanks for
Hmm.
inviting us. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, I'm going to release this video about the Beetle Street police station, the tunnels, and I'm also going to do a new series about Manchester, like an history series, a little bit of a history. It won't be
Hmm.
constantly. It'll be every so often. I'll release a video of a
Yeah.
certain place in Manchester and do now and then pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, there's if you look at it now and then pictures, you've got the 1800s and early 1900 pictures up to 2000 basically. Now you're getting a lot of buildings getting demolished and new buildings getting put in place. So what I'm going to do is now and then from modern day to now modern day, if you know what I mean, as well as
Yeah.
the past. So it's be like past 2000 and modern day now.
Yeah. Yeah. So at the end of the Thatcher years to now, and yeah, because Manchester changed a lot. I don't know if people in the chat know. Sort of in the 1950s, 1960s, there was a lot of poverty in Manchester. There was, people were literally living in slums. And then, sort of 1960s, there was a lot of social housing, total redevelopment, a lot of the sort of suburbs of Manchester. So it will have changed a lot. There's some places that'll be totally unrecognisable from sort of 1950 to 2000, and then
Yeah.
2000 to now. Yeah, I don't even know if the Manchester Arena was there then, as in where Man City play. I can't remember when that was built, so that
Um,
area would have been different.
Eastlands
Which was the
itself. It's just
Commonwealth
after.
Games Stadium.
Yeah, it was just after. Just about 2000. That was.
It was about then, wasn't it?
Yeah, just after 2000. City moved into the new stadium at Eastlands.
Yeah.
Etihad Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. What else has changed? A lot's changed, Manchester wise. Yeah, a mate of mine was building the Arndale Centre in the 80s, putting the mezzanine, because there's 2 floors in the Arndale Centre now. That only used to have 1 floor in it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Also, if you come out of the Arndale Centre, turn left, can't remember what that street's called, about 100 steps on the left, there used to be an underground railway station there. They built it in the 1970s, and the tunnels are there, but they just sort of got bored of the idea and never finished it. But it's just next to, I believe it's Boots.
Boots
And I
down that way.
believe the street's called Victoria Street. I'd have to Google it on here though and have a look.
Yeah.
I've been round there and had a look.
It
And
worth
the
myself
entrance,
having a look as well.
yeah, the entrance to the railway station's there still. It's just boarded over. It just looks like a shop that's shut, and it isn't. If anyone in the chat knows anything about that, then
Is it right on the corner of a street, basically, a corner building, corner shop that's been boarded up for years?
it's one next to the corner. I think Boots is on the corner. From memory, I think it's a Boots chemist or whatever they're called. And then next to that, there's a big blue. I'll get it up on my phone. I don't want to do it on here and share my screen because,
Oh
well,
no.
I'll probably do it wrong and turn this off. So, just have a look on here.
Yeah.
And
Because I've heard about that underground station as well. Because it was good to do like it say, what they done on the ink. It was start again. It was good to do like a London Underground, but a Manchester version, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not here. I'm just trying to find it now. So that big covered walkway thing. I think it's there. Cross Street.
Cross Street.
There it is. Right, one sec. I'll put my beer down. Yeah.
Pardon me.
Right, so it's going to be real terrible on the. I don't know if that'll expose that right. Right, so that is the Arndale Centre, the sort of roundy brick building there. And this is Cross Street. And if we go down Cross Street, people of Manchester will often see that, the Arndale, that hoarding there. And that is blocking up the entrance to the underground system that is in Manchester. And below that is some, railway tunnels. And then that's the Boots, the chemist that I was on about. And that is Cross Street in Manchester. So you could go check that out.
Yeah,
Mr.
cool.
Urban Legend.
Yeah,
So
I've
it's
seen that
between
board.
Halifax and Boots on Cross Street.
Yeah, I've seen that board there, like you say. Just looks like an old shop, just being boarded up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that.
It's mad that it's there and they just didn't bother finishing it because buses are cheaper, I suppose, out than building an underground system.
I'm just trying to work out what was there before the bomb went off. Because it all changed when the bomb went off round there. And obviously, like you say, they've rebuilt that front there and put the board up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mate Sean, he'd just finished putting the mezz in the Arndale Centre, then they blew it up. So he had to do it all again. He got
Just
paid, then he had to do it again. He got about
just
5
put the
years
what
work in
aircon
that.
in, did you say?
Hmm?
What did he put in? Aircon, did you say?
No, the mezzanine.
What's that?
It's like another floor. So if you have a big industrial building, you can put the usually steel box section, then you can put a floor in. It's like a floating floor. The Arndale Centre's got one. They call it a
Yeah,
mez.
where the food court is. I think I know what you mean
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's just up on
We've
the
got
mez.
another guest in, so we'll introduce him. Hello, mate.
Oh, hello, mate.
Hello.
Hello,
How's it
mate.
going?
Oh, good, not
Yeah.
too bad.
I
How's
thought
things
I'll
with you?
jump on for 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, same here. I can't stop
Yeah.
on mine. I'm tired. I was just thinking what I've done with my glasses, and I'm wearing them. That's how tired I am.
How's it going there, ALW? It's been a while, bro. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
it's been a while. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, just going through shit times at the minute.
Yeah.
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 I've seen your last video saying you're ready to go back out and stuff, so that's cool. Hopefully
Yeah,
it'll take
yeah.
your mind off.
I've
Yeah, I
been
got all
liking your
ballsy and
videos.
said that, and then didn't want to go
ALW.
out.
I've been liking your videos, man,
Cheers, man. Thank you.
recently and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
it's
always
time
in
to
there,
talk.
even though I don't comment. I'm like always watching people's videos. You know,
What do you mean
you know,
recently? You should be liking them all the time.
well, all the time, mate. You know how it is. Like I'm always there, but I'm not like commenting and stuff. But
Yeah.
I always smash the like button.
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate.
ALW, IKS, and it recently.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be meeting them again soon.
Yeah. They done one this morning, released a video of a
Mm.
bunker place. I've not
Yeah,
seen
I've
anyone
seen
else.
that. It was like, did they say it was like 30 levels or something?
Level 30 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I've not seen any pictures of that at all anywhere.
Mm.
It's
Nowhere at all.
exclusive.
It is. By the
Looks a
looks of it,
banger.
yeah, it looks like there's people around it as well because they could hear like a vehicle pull up, didn't they? So that's why they're back in the bushes.
Mm.
So
I've only watched it up until I was watching it this morning, and I've been at work today. Watched it up until where Tom was just sort of pulling up in the little street that was all overgrown, and then they went on foot. That's as far as I've got.
yeah,
Hello, Dinkum, Ozzy, and Scooby.
Scooby's
Hello. Mm.
I
Cool.
can't turn my phone this week, can
We've
I?
also got Mr.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
John.
Miss your Bengal. Hello.
Hello, Mr. John.
Bengal in the building.
It's not saying much.
No, he looks a bit like Mingan Merciless there with his beard, doesn't he? And it shaved head.
Gordon's alive.
Hello.
What ALW, how you doing, mate? All right, Tom. Hello, Will. How's things?
Yeah, right. Oh, good, not too bad.
Good.
Oh, not too bad, not too bad.
Hello,
Nice to
Mr.
see
Matt.
you, ALW. Oh, here's the old boy.
Oh, here's fat old has been here. Look, all right. Yeah, fat old Welsh has been a liability. Anyway, no drama, eh? No drama.
Yeah.
The fat
Yeah.
old man. I watched that live stream. That's funny, that.
Yeah, he's on quite a long drive, so he said he can't pop on like normals, but he'll jump on it while he's driving. It'll keep him awake and stuff, so it's pretty cool of him. Just
Yeah,
jump
it's a
on.
good idea.
Keep me sane. Keep me sane. Anyway, hello ALW. Glad to see you on, mate.
Back
Glad
in a
to
minute,
see you.
folks. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Glad to see you,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, man. Wish I could have been there, but thoughts are with you.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Yeah, no, I'm pleased you had a good day. The old you was there today as well, weren't you? But I'll let you.
No. You're right. That's what I thought I was going to be doing today, but it's actually tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Did
and that's
you
what
just
I'm
push it
trying.
all right one day because Monday?
No, I cocked it up. I got my days wrong. I'm gonna say it's me. It usually is. It's me. Yeah.
At least you was a day early and just didn't turn up a day late.
Yeah,
That's true.
That would be a bit shit.
So I'm currently driving from my place to London to pick up Mr. Jordan because he's a bit like me, and he just won't get up. He won't get up in the morning and come to court, and that'll be the end of it. So I'm picking him up. I'm just not taking a chance. So
yeah, it's
so
a bit
I guess
long way.
Where's Angel?
Angel's in the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say to her, "Come on, Ed, do you want to come?" And she was like, "No, I'd rather stay in the house, please." Okay.
Yeah, just chill out in the house. I'm like that sometimes. Don't want to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like that the last weekend. Like, oh, you know, one of them. Like, I've got places go, but I'm like, oh, no. Can't be arsed this weekend. Next weekend, yeah, go on. I'll go 100 mile next weekend, but not this weekend.
Yeah. Someone's just sent us a picture of what I was talking about, the old cross street, but it doesn't show the right part. It's just what's up there. It might find it, it might not. I'll have a look at myself after the live stream and stuff. It'll be some research. Also, that place, showing like that tunnel. Remember the tunnel that used to go across, and there used to be a pillar box where you post letters that exploded in the bomb.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that survived there, was the pillar box. No, post box, basically. And one day I walked up, I think it was last year, I walked up to the postman who was emptying it at the time. So I said, "Can I have a quick look in?" He went, "Yeah." He took all the letters out, looked in like that. He says, "Oh, can you see that square at the bottom?" I went, "Yeah, it's about a foot wide square. It's a metal panel that's been welded now." He said, "You know what that was for?" I went, "No." I went, "Back in the day, that's where they used to store the gold. If they had a gold pickup, they used to put them in the post boxes under like a metal sheet, or like a key or something on it." It didn't say what, but this is plates being put over it now and welded up. So obviously there's nothing suspicious can get put in there at times. You know what I mean? But that was a bit of history that I thought.
Sounds cool, that.
History, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think many post boxes were like that, because they said, "Are they all like that?" We no, just a few. So just certain ones. But obviously back in the day it was high class security and no one had to know unless they needed to know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Security firms back then. It was like post office did it.
Yeah. Did it all in-house themselves, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a lot in the chat. I can't see how many. But hi, everyone.
We've got 73 at the moment.
Chat. Hello, Matt.
Everyone. Yeah. Excellent.
Hello, Matt. Smash the like button as well, guys.
Yeah.
I don't see that very often.
I don't know if I have.
I don't see it very often. Every time I jump in, before I join the StreamYard, I'm like, smash the like button.
Cheers, Tom.
Before I even join anything, it's like, yeah, like button's been smashed every time.
Yeah, I don't really know what it does algorithm-y wise, but yeah.
It definitely does something, huh?
I always press mine softly because I value my keyboard.
Yeah.
I smash the pasty every time.
If you actually put a pasty up there that people could smash, I bet you get a lot more smashing going on. Yeah.
You'd have to make a shop.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Somebody called Fats in your chat. Hello.
Yeah, Fats. I used to work with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Cool guy.
Hello.
Got a band in Forgotten Wales just came in as well.
Hi, Gareth.
Joe Public. Excellent. Nice to see you, mate.
What does that mean? What happened What happened when you online shopping?
Don't know.
Probably just unloading some shopping.
Private
I
chat
get
base somewhere.
I get it delivered now. Lindsay used to do all the shopping, and I ain't got a freaking clue how to do it. So I'll just do it online. Ocado, bring it all.
It's best way being it online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get discount as well, don't you? When you sign up to the account and all that stuff.
Yeah, they bring me beer and everything.
Yeah, that's it. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
It probably reminds you what you had last time.
Mine open yet.
Reorder it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like on Screwfix or RS. That's how I
It comes up recommended, doesn't it? So like next time you order something, it's like there straight away.
Yeah. You need some chocolate and beer because you're greedy. And some other bits. Yeah.
It's like, Alexa, what's on the shopping list?
Yeah. They haven't perfected it quite the point now. You can say like, I want a banana, and when you press like buy, it comes through the window straight in your mouth. Yeah.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad. I was watching that live earlier, Matt, and that's crazy about that anime.
Don't talk about it.
I don't go and talk about it, but you know, like sorting people out and stuff when like people pick you up and stuff like that. That's what got to me. That all that like what you were talking about, but when like you get in someone else's car, you sort them out straight away, whether they ask or not. Before they even ask, mate, I sort them out straight away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, even if I haven't got no pens or nothing, I'll sort you out. You know, it's like that's the way exploring should be. Every time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every time.
I used to give people lifts when I was in the forces, you know, up and down the line. Drop people off in Doncaster and Mansfield and places like that, going down to Portsmouth and put back up. It was 20 quid.
Yeah.
I mean, this was 20 years ago, and it was 20 quid. And
Yeah.
There was always somebody who didn't want to pay you. They were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
what are you going
that's it,
anyway?" Yeah, just cheeky.
And then the first time it would be like, yeah, all right then. Then the second time it would be like, oh, you aren't coming out in my car again. Stuff that. Yeah, if you aren't paying your way, then you're not coming out. Second time around, isn't it?
Yeah. I've left someone at the side of the road before. I was like, "You still owe me 20 quid from last time. Have you got any money?"
Yeah, it's like you're driving to halfway to the place, and you're like, "I'm going to have to stop for petrol," and then you're like waiting for someone to say like, "Oh yeah, here you go," but it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? It should be like, soon as they get in the car, they should be like, "Oh, he's a 10 or 20 quid towards the petrol." You know what I mean?
I always say when I get in, I say, "Now I'll sort you out for petrol. I'll give it to you now or later." And it's like it's normally at the end, and we see how far we've driven. And I say, "Right, would this be all right? Like 10 quid, 20 quid. You know, chuck them something towards it." Like,
that's it, mate. Every time, I don't give them less than a tenner. You know what I mean? Even if it's a short place.
Tight, innit?
Yeah, even if it's a short place, mate, it's just the principle of fucking, you know, they've come out the way and, you know, situation and shit.
It's like taxis though. Most times where you go now in a taxi, it'll cost you a tenner anyway, just round the corner.
Of course it will.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't give them like less than a tenner. It's like more than like. Happy give you fucking 20 quid, even if we go fucking 5 mile down the road for an explore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good though.
Yeah, that's it. It was same as a GTR, you know, Adventures with SOG GTR. Yeah. When we all went out, and I said, "Oh, I'll jump in your car," and then you're not saying no to fucking some money. You know what I mean? And I jumped in his car with Carl and was it my mate, Chris? And I said, "Yo, you're not saying no to it. Like, you're having it, mate, whether you like it or not." You're having the money, innit? You've picked me up. You've got me in the car. You're taking me to an explore, so you're having it. You're having it, whether you like it or not. Like situation, innit?
Some people don't
go well out their way, don't they? They go well out their way to pick you up. So I mean, I'll say like, oh, I'll pick you up some food as well, like, you know, because it's
That's
like
it, yeah.
just the petrol.
Or
It's
even
like, thank you for making the effort, like, you know.
Yeah, or even I'll chip in on the food. I'll say, I'll chip in on your food and stuff, like I did with you, Will, innit?
Yeah,
remember?
Some people like say, look, I don't want money, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
sometimes.
That's it. But I still fucking, you're
Pay
having
me
it.
next time. You know what I mean? One of them ones.
You're having it whether you like it or not, mate. I'll put it in your glove box. You know, one of them.
Yeah.
I'll put it through the window in your car.
Yeah.
Either way, you're fucking having it, man. It's not about that, man. It's not about that at all. That was proper bad when on that live stream what you were saying. I'm like, yeah. And he's saying, oh yeah, I'll give it you next time. I'll pay you back next time. I'll pay you back next time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
3 or 4
nah,
times it was.
It's not about that. Definitely not about that at all.
No.
I tell you what,
Definitely
though, let's not talk about it too much because I don't want to drag Will and his good live streaming.
I'm just saying though. I'm just saying that's how it should be though, isn't it? On the Explorer.
Totally. Yeah, 100% agree.
Definitely.
Like 100% agree. Because the thing is, I mean, just summing up without going into that, just be aware if you're new to urbex and you're going out with people, right, and you're young and you need experience, whatever. Just remember that this is the key to your success. Because if you don't chip in, what will happen is eventually people won't bring you anymore, and you'll wonder why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you know, you want to go out more. You know, everyone help. You know, give a bit of a helping hand, isn't it? Like, you know.
Sorry, I left.
I got myself a car, and obviously all my mates want to jump in and go for a drive, and why not? So let me mates in, they all chip in, and sometimes if they didn't have the money, they'll say, "Oh, pay you next time," and obviously they did, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have gotten in the next time after that. So it goes round. You got to understand. Sometimes they can't afford it, and other times they can afford it, and they'll pay you and stuff like that. So yeah, you just got to balance it, really.
That's it.
Sorry, guys, I missed the whole conversation. What were we talking about?
Sex.
Pops.
Oh yeah,
bubbles and butt plugs and all that stuff.
What, and fleshlights?
That's the one.
Anyway, right.
Bubble blowing flashlights.
But I'm going to shoot off because I'm tired and I've got to go to bed. So,
before you shoot off, Andrew, before you shoot off, what did Thomas think of his hat?
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, I don't know where it is though.
Remind him who he was, because I don't think he's ever seen me before.
He's got an exclusive The Urban Legend UK hat.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice. He's got the other one of them. I don't think there's many around.
No, it is that one there. What's out? Carl's got one, and Thomas has got one.
Thomas has got one. Yeah.
There's
we'll
only
get
3.
Him to wear it next time we go out.
But like I say, there's a shite loads more there to win. Also, I've got some hoodies coming to win. I've got cups coming to win. I've got some t-shirts coming to win, and also there's a cash prize coming to win. So when I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to do like a big competition where all this stuff is up for to win. Basically, you can't buy it; you got to win it. And like you say,
I'll swap you.
I'm putting quite a lot of stuff there, and
I'll swap you one for mine. I'll swap you one for mine, one for yours.
We'll have to see how the quiz goes, the competition goes, should I say. You know what I mean?
I'm not on about the competition. I'm like, I'll get one of my caps, and then I'll swap you. And a donation. How about that? How about that?
Yeah, but Thomas likes his hat, and And
I wouldn't mind a.
Bye, everyone.
Well, let's see
Take
if you
care,
win
mate.
one
Good to see you.
first. Let's see if you win one first. That's all I'm saying. See you later, Andrew.
Before you
Hey,
go,
I'll do
Andrew,
you now,
have you heard this song? It's based on what you just said a minute ago. It says, "Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head." Yes. So you better get to bed, mate.
To the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's out of Jaws, that one. I remember that out of Jaws.
Ah, I didn't know it was in that. Yeah, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
The very first one.
Right.
Yeah, I
We'd all
forgot
start
about that.
singing. Yeah. Then the shark, well, Jaws rams the boat then while they're singing it.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah. Nice one, mate. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. Oh, so singing to yourself then. Well, singing for your benefit, sir.
I'm singing along with you.
Yeah. It's a good little song, that.
Aye.
I've been there many a time. It's like, show me a corner of a room. I don't even need a bed. I've drunk so much I'll just sleep with in the outdoors in the cold, let it snow on me. I don't give a shit. I'm so pissed.
Yeah, that'll be me tonight, that.
Yeah.
No, I've got a fucking eat of me messing about.
Aye.
Well, I ain't been drinking actually for a little while, so I've been off the booze. Had the odd one.
Apparently, I'm never not drinking. Apparently, I'm totally drunk now driving my car. Apparently, that's a joke, by the way.
Always drunk. Always.
But apparently, I'm always drunk. I'm drunk
Always
driving.
drunk.
So apparently, I'm drunk driving right now. That's a joke, by the way. That's a joke. Okay. Yeah, you have to preface it because people will clip this out and just send it to the police and go, see what he said? See what he said? Yeah.
See what he said? Oh yeah, he's drink driving. He's drink driving.
Yes.
He's drunk on that life, aren't you, Matt? You're drunk on life.
I will be after tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah.
Drunk on life and off his tits on coffee.
You need to say something else, I knew. Yeah.
Off his tits on pressing the gas pedal down.
my Colombian fast man. My fast man from Colombia. They'll think we're talking about something else. So.
Yeah, he's off his tits off pressing the rev pedal down. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
The fucking fuel prices, man. He's definitely off his tits.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fucking is, isn't it?
22.50 I'm going to be at this place. Oh, yeah.
The fuel. Jesus Christ.
I know.
I'm scared.
The fuel's gone down a bit, though, hasn't it, recently? Don't you reckon?
Yeah,
sounds a bit, mate, but yeah. Yeah. I put 20 quid in earlier and it was like, it wasn't even over half, mate. And it was on red line and I put 20 quid in and it wasn't even over half. And I can remember about 3-4 years ago, mate, I put 20 quid in and it was over half. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one of them ones.
Yeah, like, Jesus.
There's some places out there that come down to about 165 for unleaded, but in the same place it was about 167 for diesel, right? Which proves undeniably, right, that all these garages right now are just chucking the money on and going, "No, still 180, mate, still 180." They're all clinging on to that price just so they can just cream it. They're wankers.
Yeah.
Excuse my French.
It's crazy, mate. Yeah.
I remember
it's like
you were saying
35
about
quid for over half a tank, and that's like in my car. It's like it's only a low litre, you know, one of them, but it's not the point, is it?
No. I remember you were saying, Matt, about like the petrol stations were like on the motorways are like really expensive, but then you go back into like your rural place and it's about the same price. I went onto the motorway a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it was cheaper on the motorway than it was where my local was. And what the hell's going on here?
Crazy that.
Yeah, because the motorway things, I think they feeling guilty. They're ripping you off, but they don't realise that everyone's charging that price, and they're feeling guilty. Like you're charging 190 and things like that. It's only 182, 185. Everywhere else is practically 190. You know?
Yeah.
Same as the garages, like same as the motorway services.
We're getting
sounds
prices.
about right, yeah.
In Scotland, it's 160. In Chippingen, Sudbury is £1.58.
Chipping.
In Stoke, it's 162. And
In
in Manchester,
Stoke, it's 162. What petrol station is he going to?
what I see in Manchester is 161 point something, just under 162.
162 in Stoke. Bloody hell, it is. You're gonna message me and tell me which petrol station you're going. Jesus Christ. I'll go there.
It's a bit sad though the way that these petrol companies are just trying to creep. It's not fair really. Like I mean, the government should step in and say like, hang on, this is the price. You know, you can only make this much profit. You can't just go, oh, we're going to pretend like the price is still high. You know, they should step in and say no, profiteering not allowed. They won't. They go, no, it's capitalist, and you know, you can charge anything you want, and people are going to pay it. It's their problem.
Yeah.
Right, round where I am, the cheapest is Asda's at 159.7.
Yeah, that Asda's 161 at mine near me. Morrison's is 165. Urbexy there saying Tesco's 180 still up in Scotland.
Yeah.
Bark Shop 165.
Urbex, he says it hit £2.5 a few weeks ago. Bloody hell!
Wow, that's crazy price.
That is quite bad.
Yeah.
That is really bad, actually.
I don't think it hit that up in Manchester or down in Manchester or whatever. I've not seen it high.
Mate, that's
Diesel
bad.
177. Yeah, diesel 177. That's
I think
Stockport,
everybody's
I believe.
Everyone's unhappy now because the electric prices are so high. It's not much different to bloody fill your car up with electric than it is with bloody petrol. So it's like you know, I think it's got to that sort of stage where people are saying, what's the point? You know, what's the point in getting an electric car if you're going to just go, no, the prices of electric are just super high.
Yeah. That's what, when they start saying electric cars were coming out, they said it was cost you, I think, about a pound to charge your car up full. I think that's what they said, but now it's nowhere near that, like you say. Even at like 5 years,
Yeah,
well, 3 years ago, it didn't cost you a pound. It probably cost you more than a pound to charge your car up full, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. It's never the price what
Standing
they
charges,
saying
50 pence a day. What's all that about?
crazy.
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Yeah.
And that's it's just
Standing
nothing.
charges, cheeky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wire
with all the
going in your house
profits
and stuff like that. And they don't have to do anything. All they can say is go charge you 50p a day just for the use of our equipment.
Yeah. If I go away, you all know the deal. If you go away and you leave, you know, nothing on in your house, you come back and your meter's run out. And it's like, but I haven't been using anything. It's like, oh no, it's just been charging you 50 pence a day. Go away for a week. You know, what's that? 5-7 days. £3.50. You know, you could be like on about £6. Come back and it'll just be like, it's gone. Fridge is defrosted, all that sort of shit. You know, because a standing charge. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Basically saying A Charger Tesla 3 costs about £12 now.
Right.
Fucking
Yeah.
bet it does that.
300 miles. 300 miles.
It's not bad though if it's like you say you get 300 miles out of that for 12 quid. It's not bad at all.
Some do, don't they? I think, like if you're really meager, like mild on the accelerator, but I think probably say like most people probably get about 200 out of it. 200 for 12 quid. So if you look at what you could fill up for, it's probably like maybe what would it cost you 200 quid in a car? Anybody got their heads on? I'm driving, I can't do maths now. I'm just not up for it.
Say that again. 200 what? Pound in what?
Well, 200 miles.
200 miles.
Let's say that's what your 12 quid gets you to fill the car up, because you probably not get the 300 range. I mean, that's like if you're a really good driver and you're not driving crazy, most people are probably going to get more like 200, and you don't want to go so empty. You've got to keep some back, haven't you? Like with electric, you can't risk it. So say you get 200 miles, 12 quid fill up. How much would it cost you in most average cars to do 200 miles? Just off the top of my head, I'm just thinking now, probably be about 40 quid in my car. Somewhere, I don't know, 30, 40 quid.
Mine was 30 quid on Thursday when I went to Newcastle and back. That's roughly 200 miles. So it was 30 quid for 200 miles for me.
Yeah.
That was petrol.
So, I mean, considering the convenience of a petrol car versus an electric car, unless you go a lot further, it's like, it is cheaper with electric, but look how much you've got to pay for the vehicles and stuff. It's like, that's just fantastically, disproportionate what you have to pay for them. And then you can only go back to those companies to get repaired. Nobody can touch it. It's too specialist. I still think there's a lot to be said for, keeping going with standard fuels.
Yeah.
They haven't got around these problems yet. People don't really want electric yet. It's not good enough.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's that economically viable yet, and also they're not as green as what they make out as well.
Yeah.
That's why.
Black.
Yeah.
That's why the government are trying to push the electric cars onto the public now. Saying you got to have these by a certain year because they're all getting cut off, all the diesel cars and all the petrol cars. The production lines getting cut of their engines and stuff like that. So
that won't happen. It won't
Some
happen
markets
yet.
are going to resist that. See, India will not have any of that. China probably won't have any of that. They know the real cost. They can't afford it, and they're not interested about what it does to the planet. They don't give a shit.
The battery. It's just the battery, isn't it, for an electric car? There you are. Fucks it up straight away. Excuse me, French.
yeah.
Yeah. But you got specialist parts and stuff as well. Like Tesla won't sell anything to anyone, and if they find out you put a motor in from something else, they'll switch off your fast charging and all that sort of crap. So you've got a trickle charge. So instead of being able to charge within an hour, going to a service station, it's going to take you like 3-4 hours. So if you dare touch that car yourself, they will absolutely ruin you. And you'll wish you'd never bought that electric car, which is kind of not a good look, really, is it? When you're trying to tell everybody, oh look, we got these cars, they're great, but it's like you cannot touch it.
Yeah.
I think at the moment they're just there to limit you, aren't they? It's just another thing to limit you, and the government want to push it so they can limit what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonder what happened to his Tom there. Disappeared.
His internet, I think, is cack, he said.
Yeah. He said he weren't going to stay long as well, so much appreciate him coming up.
He's had to put 50p in the meter.
Yeah, the price of electric's gone right through the roof, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Draining his meter like that.
Many a time I wake up and my UPS everything goes off, goes click, and the UPS kicks up, the fans kick up, the computer still stays alive, so I don't lose what I was working on. But it's like beep, 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 beep. I'm like, oh bollocks! Run down the stairs, put the key in the key meter, and I have to have a key meter because I just wouldn't be able to bear the massive costs. Like if it was like a 300, 400 quid bill came in, like I could do it in small bits, but if you give me a 400 quid bill, it'd ruin me,
See, I've got a key meter, and I don't. Although it's gone up, it hasn't gone up as much as what other people's have because everything's either estimated, isn't it? Like a lot of people getting these bills through, they're all estimated. At least with a key, you know where you stand. You put the cash in, theoretically, put that in the key, and then that's it. You know how much you got, so you can sort of roughly work out what you're going to use.
I've heard about Tesla.
That's
People
it.
bought a Tesla and they've took it to a Tesla dealer to have it serviced or do something on it. And when Tesla plugged it in and they found out, oh, it's been sold as higher spec or with higher spec than it should have been, and they reduced the power of it as well. I've seen that. Yeah, some guy said it was full power, but yeah, he only should have had the lower power one. And it was their mistake, the Tesla mistake. And all they done is updated the software when it came in and reduced his power. And he was like gutted. There was a video on that on YouTube not too long ago.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's it. If it was sold with that mistake, it should have kept it, know what I mean? It's like if someone advertises or something on the shelf. I know they don't have to keep that price, what they've advertised it as, and sell it for that. But most people will still sell it at that price what it's been advertised, just for good namesake. Estimates will catch you up at the end. I don't know, because sometimes they overcharge, don't they, all the time on estimates, I think. Or they have done with me in the past. And if you don't tell them the proper readings, they just carry on with your next one, thinking, oh, that must have been right, that reading, which is too high. And then they put the next one even higher, and end up paying more and more. And a lot of people don't check out or give them a lot of meter readings until it's too late, and one of them ones. £15,000 for a new battery. Yeah.
What? Or a Tesla battery, 15 grand?
Or 20, more like.
What? You're joking?
Yeah, no, it's more than 15 grand.
Yeah. That's probably without the VAT.
Oh, I've got to check this out, man.
Yeah.
And there's only a certain amount of warranty on them, and certain things aren't covered by the warranty. They badly designed them in certain ways so that they were made up, some bits of them made out of plastic, which was snapping, and they were going, yeah, not our problem. It's like, yeah, but it's shit design. Yeah, I know, not our problem, not covered by the warranty. So people found a way to repair it themselves, like, gluing it all back together with epoxy resin and all that. But again, like if Tesla find out you did that, instead of like shelling out 20 grand for a new battery, they'll go, right, we'll take your supercharging away from you. Bye.
Yeah, they all got the built-in battery systems now, haven't they, as well? Built-in battery management built into them as well, so you can't mess about with the batteries, like change a cell or this cell or that without the proper stuff.
It knows what you've done when you've taken it apart, everything, yeah.
I just looked it up, between 8 and 12 grand, and that's before you even factor in the cost to remove and replace it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That must be a small battery as well. I bet that's not the high end ones, because the ones that they've got the most power. This is a rip off with Tesla. It's exactly what Will was saying, right? This bloke went in, his battery was shagged, so they said, yeah, we'll do it for on warranty, but they didn't have the same battery as he had, which was like the mid-range one. So he said, "Oh, we'll give you the top of the range one because all we got in. Don't worry about it. We won't charge you any extra. You can just have that." And he's like, "Okay then." But when he took it in for a service, they realised that he wasn't meant to have that, so they just turned off the extra cells. But then when he was chatting to them about it, they said, "No, they've all got the extra cells. Every single Tesla is got all the extra cells, right? But what they do is if you don't pay more money for your car, they turn the cells off. So those cells are in there, sitting there doing bugger all. You paid for them. It's extra weight. It's extra resources, being pulled out of the ground. Lithium, which is really rare, and then they say, no, you can't have it. You can't have it because you didn't pay the money for it, the extra money. And it's in there. It's in your car.
So a Model 3 costs about $16,000. Bloody hell. What?
Yeah. Mitch has got it right there on screen, know what I mean? What is an EV car worth after 8 years? After it being like 70, 80 grand when it's new? After 8 years, valuation of that when the battery's dying, because the battery life's between 8 and 10 years, aren't they, normally?
Yeah.
So that's like, every 8 years you're throwing away 70 grand or 80 grand at the moment until the price of the cars go up again.
Or
It's not
hopefully
worth it
we'll
at
start
all,
to
is it?
see more servicing coming along. People who just say, "Screw you, Tesla, we're fixing this," and they'll charge you a lot less to repair the batteries, because all you need to do is take that battery pack apart and replace the cell, not the whole battery pack. But Tesla won't do that. They go like, "Nope, got to strip it all out, brand new, the whole lot," and it's like, but you can repair them. So there will be a market for repairing those cells to get back in. But if Tesla find out you've done it, they'll penalise you in various ways.
Yeah, because they say you've hacked the battery management system to actually say it's actually working again, it's repaired and it's genuine battery and all that. So they say it's hacked. So yeah, basically void.
To be honest, what people really need, and it's going to come, is a hacked operating system. They have got them, but they're a bit sort of techie. But what you want is like a jailbreak from Tesla being the operating system that runs your car, and then you don't give it. They can piss off. Then you can fast charge because it will allow it to fast charge. And you can take it to other places, not the Tesla fast chargers, and it'll fast charge. But they don't want you to have that right now. But like, if you can jailbreak it, it won't phone home. It won't say what you've done. It won't limit the speed. It won't limit the battery packs. You can unlock everything, all the features of the car, and then turn it all on. But it just won't have the self-driving probably, because that is a Tesla. That's a Tesla owned product. But all you need is like turn on, power up, go. That's all you need. You don't need all these fancy shit. Just like just give me an electric car. I don't need all the self-driving.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a very urbexy of us, and very urbex. We're going to need it one day, though. We're all going to be going out to urbex electric cars.
Yeah. We're talking about transport, and obviously we need transport to get about from A to B and where we go.
We know we had a place like Switzerland where all the trains ran on time and it was super cheap, and they never late. It's to the second, this train arrives to the second. It's like, that's what we really need. Like, not being ripped off. If a train was cheap, 20 quid to go to Scotland, I'd use a train. But if it's going to cost me more on a train, like 400 quid to go to Scotland, and it's going to cost me 200 quid in a car, it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah. Tell you what, yesterday was really quiet on the road in Manchester. Anyway, it was like a Sunday or like a summer school holiday. No school traffic, no nothing, no people rushing about to work. The roads were dead. I couldn't believe it. But I suppose in London it would have been hammered and places like that, maybe.
Yeah, it was quite everywhere, I suppose, yesterday, weren't it? I mean, during when they were doing the funeral, etc., I went outside and it was like quiet. No, normally there's loads of noise. You can just hear hustle and bustle. Nothing.
Oh,
Bloody
bleeding
hell.
hell. Have you heard what Andrew's put there? From next year, all new cars in the UK will have to be sold with a mandated speed limiter. I hope that's not a GPS thing, one. Know what I mean? It just like updates where you're allowed to go when if you're on the motorway, then it updates you to 70 miles an hour and stuff like that. Yeah, I could see that being a little bit dangerous because sometimes you need a bit of more speed to maneuver out of something situation.
Mm.
Know what I mean?
Some people said that there are systems which happen now, which is like when you go up to 70, it'll stop, then you take your foot off and then press it again, and then it'll take you past 70. But it's to kind of like alert you that you aren't meant to, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, everyone's going to hack that. Nobody wants to be told what to do. I mean, like, it's just like governmental nanny bollocks. They won't be happy until like all the streets, like side streets, are all like 5 mile an hour, and the main roads are like 10 mile an hour, and then the motorways like.
I think Matt's broke up there a little
Hi,
bit.
Katie. Yeah, not too bad. No, nightmare, innit?
I think you might need to mute him.
Quite
Yeah.
pick Jordan up because his car's up at his parents'. Luke.
Yeah, definitely mute him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it looked like he was on a call or something then.
Yeah, I think he had a call.
I was like, why has his sound gone funny? He was like, hey, he's talking to us, what? Yeah.
Yeah. No, these limiters are crap. I mean, what's the point? Just do what they do in Germany. Have autobahns. It's much easier. So if you want to drive fast, drive fast. It's legal. You're not having all this like, oh no, I'm gonna get stopped by get stopped by a speed camera. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
So like these smart motorways, I understand why they got them, but I think it causes more trouble than it should really. I mean, you must have been on a motorway, Will, driving along, and then everything fucking slows down like within a few seconds. You think, what? Why? And by the time you get to where this problem's meant to be, it's not. There's nothing there anyway.
Yeah, and then a big tail back where everyone's
There's a
slowing
big
down.
tailback, and you're still stuck in traffic for another 3-4 miles.
Yeah. Loads of things like that. And obviously there's no hard shoulder no more on them, even on the smart motorways. I think that's quite
No.
dangerous.
I do as well. I mean, the amount of times I've seen people broke down, like in the outside lane, but it's like, well, where can you get? What, you're going to stay in your car? Fair play, or go up the bank. But you know, there's not everybody's as savvy or as intelligent, shall I say, to do that. You know.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can't even do that because it's like a concrete wall or a barrier, like you say, a rail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if a wagon and a car breaks down in the same spot and they need to use the same lay-by, how's the service vehicles got to come in and rescue them?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely think they should have a hard shoulder still.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, it's the best thing really, and it's also, you know, it from time to time these hard shoulders are used like as a filter, don't they, as well? For the emergency services, but also sometimes you have to go into the hard shoulder to like filter out wherever you got to go. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck there forever and a day.
Well, I'm not admitting to that, John.
What's that?
Filtering through the hard shoulder to get out
No,
somewhere.
I'm talking about legally. I'm not saying about
legally.
doing it like just drive down there for a lot.
Oh, you mean like when the motorway's blocked off because of an accident and then they actually divert you off through it?
That's right. They actually sometimes divert you to use the hard shoulder because it's the only place to go. Otherwise, everybody's going to be stuck. I'm not talking about driving down the hard shoulder for a bit of a crack. You know what I mean?
I was going to say I don't do that at all.
No, I don't do that at all. I would never warrant that.
No, always obey the highway code.
Of course, we all do. We all stick to the limit and never go over 70 miles an hour on a
Yeah,
motorway.
and and don't drive down the wrong way, down the wrong side of the road by accident either. Lucky enough, it weren't caught in the bus lane. I was outside the bus lane, so
I was
hopefully.
in Birmingham. I was in Birmingham, and I was following me other half's relatives, like, and a few months, about a month later, if that, probably about 2 weeks actually, I got a fucking fine through the post. Apparently, I drove through a bus lane. I have no idea at all about it. I saw no signs as far as I was aware, but like, it's like, fuck's sake.
Yeah. Lucky enough, though, I weren't in the bus lane, so I might have got away with that little mistake, turning down the wrong side of the road. But if I was if I ended up in the bus lane, they'd have guaranteed got me a picture on that. You know what I mean? But yeah, honest mistake, one of them ones. I've never done it.
Yeah, if you do it accidentally, it happens, doesn't it? But like, I have no idea about this. But I went down this. It was about 3 or 4 stretch road in Birmingham, and then like had this fine through going. You went for a bus lane. I'm like, I didn't see any buses or any signs of buses. So God knows what was going on there.
Are you back yet, Matt?
So no, he's frozen, isn't he?
Not too sure. Might have been out of the house, out the car at the moment. Don't know.
No idea.
Might be frozen.
I'm sure he'll come back. We'll suddenly see him move.
Yeah. What time did he say he set off? About 9, 8, 9?
No, I think it was about 7, wasn't it?
Not too sure. Looks frozen.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it looks frozen. He could always turn his heater on. That'll warm him up.
Let it go, Will. Let it go. Oh,
I know.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. So what have you been up to then, other than your little jaunt the other day? Anything much?
Not much. I've done a couple of videos a couple of weeks ago. Got to throw one of them out this weekend. Also,
Yeah,
like I say, I've got a couple of videos coming out during the week as well. So
yeah, I've got 1 or 2 I've got to sort out. But I haven't done any exploring because I hurt my ankle, so I'm letting that sort of settle down. It's still not right, but I'm sure it will sort itself out. What happens when you act like a kid and jump on a trampoline and roll your ankle?
Yeah, you been out or done anything?
No, I mean I did. I actually went first time ever. I went magnet fishing with the carpenter. So I've never done it before, and he started doing it, and yeah, it was all right. I did a little bit of footage, but I don't know if I'm going to put it up yet because it wasn't the full thing. It was just started off, and I was checking out the Bovlov I bought off Matt. So just checking to see how it works. Really, bit of test footage, you know. But it's all good. Much better. Got a harness thing. I put it on my chest. So that was quite cool. Yeah, so I'll be using that in future as well.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone who donated. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So was that like the first trial of it, basically?
Yeah, and just getting used to it because it's like, you know what they're like. They're all compact and all that. But I just wanted to see whether I got it right and just whether it films or well, no, it filmed all right. I just wanted to make sure that it was sort of when I'm doing an explore or whatever, I can maneuver around with it without like knocking it off or doing whatever. But to be honest, it's fine. I'm actually really pleased with it. Worth getting.
Good. Definitely, yeah.
Oh yeah, obviously it's thanks to Matt as well because he was flogging his. So, and thanks to whoever, there's a number of people who donated as well to me, so I was able to get it. Yeah, so I'm going to use that on the future explores as well as my normal way of filming. So I've got more than one bit of footage, you know. Then.
Like I said last week, I was talking about the DJI Pocket 2.
Yeah.
Thinking of buying that, upgrading it. But like I say, mine's not broke at the moment, so no point in upgrading it. But now it's been 2 years since the Pocket 2. And when the Pocket 1 came out, that was the 2 years, then released the second one, the Pocket 2. So now it's been 2 years. They might be releasing the Pocket 3 towards December, I believe, because I've tried to do a bit of research, and I believe someone said it's getting in near December. It's getting released for Christmas.
Oh, gonna win it. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
And just after Christmas, they'll do a sale, so you'll get it quite good. You know, should get a good price.
No, they wouldn't do that. Not on a DJI. Not straight after Christmas.
Wow.
I can't see him doing that.
There must be some deals on after Christmas or just before, don't they? You know what it's like. Or
Yeah,
you'll get people who buy it and go, I don't like this. I'm going to sell it on eBay.
Yeah, you find them on eBay and stuff like that. But the discounts would be going on the DJI Pockets 2s, or to get rid of them out the stock out of shelves and stuff before they started. Yeah, selling this one at discount. But I believe it's a bigger sensor on it and stuff like that, so it's better in the dark.
Yeah.
I believe it's supposed to have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, if not both of them. Instead of buying it, instead of getting a little module thing on the bottom of it.
Yeah. So my next one's going to be a gimbal. I'm going to have to get a gimbal for my phone, just because it annoys me that when I'm filming, sometimes it's just a bit too juddery. I don't want it. So that's my sort of next. My next sort of escapade. Look at getting one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Instead, no point in buying two. Wait till end of the year, see if they do release the third one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just talk about release. I've got to go and release the Kraken. So I'll be back in a minute.
All right, John. So it's back down to me. I think Matt is frozen. I can't see him or anything come back yet. So I don't know. Any sound from him? Nope. Don't think he's there now either. Not a clue. Yeah, so don't forget there's a big competition coming up soon. I'll start telling you how to enter the competition to win prizes. So there's t-shirts, hoodies, caps, cups, cash prizes as well. So who knows what you could win. So it's pretty good, I think, for a 2000 live stream. So yeah, be cool. Excellent for that. I'm less than 200 off now, so it's cool for that, like I say. Got to release a couple of videos this week. One's got to be about a Ferrari. Yeah, a Ferrari F8, I believe. So that's quite a cool car. And obviously the other one's got to be Bootle Street Police Station. And I'm trying to get a third one out for Sunday. So stay tuned and enjoy the videos I'm going to throw out this week. Yeah, so excellent for that. I don't know what's going on with Matt and his Mr. John. Looks like
Hello.
Matt's disappeared.
Yeah, he's
Move.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
reception or
probably.
something.
He's probably met Jordan now. So.
Yeah. Like you say, he's probably got there by now anyway. And
Oh yeah.
shoot off with him. Like Robert.
What was that? I missed that. Someone said about. Oh, hang on.
He did on Matt's.
DJI releasing a new phone fumble soon. Oh.
Look. There.
Yeah.
Fumble. Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, I don't know what I'm going to get yet, but I'll have a look at it soon and have a look. My main thing was to get a second recording, as it were. So, because on a phone it's all good, but it's quite limited, especially when you're going down like bunkers and other bits and pieces. You want to be able to have your hands free sometimes and not have to worry about it. So, if you've got two things filming, as you're well aware, well, you know, you want to be able to just continuously record, don't you?
Yeah. My last video I put out, went to a mine. We couldn't get into the mine. They've welded it back up. But on the way back out, we found like a hole, like a cave inside the valley. So we went inside that. And you can see me with my pocket camera, trying to film, walking up this like steep embankment with my light in the other hand. And it's virtually impossible. Know what I mean? But I pressed record. Instead of pressing record, it took a picture. Because it's on the pictures thing instead of video. So it took a picture. So I was like talking to the camera, trying to get up this hill, putting the camera with my handle light, and then grabbing over this fence, trying to get up. But like you say, if it weren't for my head cam, I'd have missed all that video at all. Totally. None of it, apart from one little picture.
Yeah.
But like you say, a second camera always comes in handy. Because if you've got your second camera, you know you don't need your main camera. You can put that away and concentrate on what you're doing. You might need to grab something to climb up a hill or move something or whatever. Trip bushes out of the way and spikes and stuff.
Yeah, that's another reason, obviously, why I bought it, because if it's strapped onto my chest or wherever, it's not going nowhere. It's just you just press the button. Well, when I get used to the controls, I did that the other day. I pressed the button and turned the bloody thing off, didn't I? I'm like, that was the wrong one. But you know, when you got going and working, like you say, you can, if you're using your phone or whatever and then you need to climb or do anything, you just put it away and just carry on, don't you? But you still recorded. You just edit it later on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've sussed out how to do on my videos now when I'm wearing my head cam. I'm sync up my hand cam with my head cam. It's not easy to do all the time, so how I do it is that you could just film from one, and once you pull your hand cam out, you can film from that. Once you turn that off, you could jump to your head cam and just do it that way. But what I do, I have the head cam in the top corner when I pull out my main camera, and when I pull my main camera away, the head cam takes over the screen, so you're getting constant viewing no matter what. But the hard part is when you're moving your hand or moving it round, you got to try and get the camera, the head cam, to move the hand at the same time as you move it. Or if someone's walking in front of you, you got to try and get the legs stepping at the right time and stuff like that. But once you do that, it pulls together quite well. I think it works well.
Yeah, I like the way you've done your videos. So you've got off, like you say, in your head cam and then normal one. I like the way you switch between them. Thought that was good. So I'll look at doing that in the future as well. Now I've got that. It just looks better, and you get more of a sort of what you're looking at rather than sort of just one set piece, don't you? Like if you're just using a phone or a camera, you just literally sort of going moving around with it. Whereas if you got one on the chest and you got one here, you ain't got to worry about anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that time in the secret tunnel underneath the waterfall.
Mm.
Me, Carl, and Tom climbed up to the top floor. Oh no, top shelf. Me and Carl and T420 Tom was climbing up the ladders. Just as I was turning my camera off, my main camera, but Tom managed to knock a brick down and nearly knocked his mate out with it. But my head camera caught that. You could hear all the banging and shit. What's going on? Like, so my head turns round and you can see just like missed him and stuff, and Tom just getting to the top of the ladders. But like that, turn your main camera off, you'd miss that. But you might have heard something, but you wouldn't have known what the clanging and banging was until you seen the head cam part. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Catch you later, Mr. Mawson.
See that, Mr. Morse?
I hope he pronounced his name right.
Mr. E did some crazy urbex stuff. What, on the rooftop? Okay. Oh dear.
Yeah. That's happened a few times. Mr. Volt just popped his face in and disappeared. It might be his reception where he is at the moment. The whole time.
Yeah, it depends where you go. And at some places you're like, you're not too far. Others like you do get that adrenaline rush, especially get in there and you think, oh, there's a security or what's going on, what's around. Yeah, I know what you feel because sometimes you like afterwards you think, you know, have I just done that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Some places, like you say, you go to one place and you're thinking on edge all the time. And other places you go to, and it depends on the building, whether it's a building or it's a tunnel. Some tunnels put you on edge, and some tunnels you think, oh, nice and peaceful down here, and it's quiet, no noise, know what I mean, and it's just nice. But yeah, sometimes you're in places like a big factory or something, and you're thinking, oh, what's going on? Is there anyone here and stuff like that? But another time you're in a different factory and you're walking about, and it's just like open day and or not open day, but you feel like you should be there and just walking about with not a care in the world. It's weird how when you go exploring places, the places itself it gives you off different vibes and different feelings while you're exploring it.
I find it strange when you go, like, I do a lot of pillboxes, as you know, and it's like, and other bits like that. It's strange that you're in the middle of nowhere and people, it's as if no one knows it's there. And it's just like, you're like, this is quite cool because, like, you might not have, you might be the only person who's been there in about 10 years just because of what it is. And you feel, sometimes you feel quite honoured, don't you, just to be in the place, whether it's derelict or whether it's just like in a tunnel. You feel quite honoured to get in somewhere like that, don't you?
Yeah, the UK's widest bridge video we did with Carl when we got in underneath there in Stockport. We both said to each other, "Oh, this is nice, just chilled out, explore." You know what I mean? Just walking about and just not worrying if anyone comes or it's just so relaxing it was. Yeah. But like you say, I wasn't the first one to do it, but not many people have done that location. And a couple of years ago, before I actually did it, a few people did it. And I thought, I know where that is. I might as well go and do it. And I found out more information about it, and it was the UK's widest bridge. Know what I mean? After Rochdale one got demolition some of it to open up the culvert underneath.
Do you not find as well? I mean, I've been to like I was thinking the other day. I've been to quite a number of places, like especially like pubs and other bits and pieces, which are now no longer there. And I feel quite honoured to have like documented it in its worst state or whatever, but documented it. No one's ever going to see it again. It's gone. That's it.
Yeah,
Done and dusted. But I've got that footage there, thinking that's just like a bit of history.
yeah, exactly.
Which is that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's like you go to these places and sometimes you don't even know it's going to be like destroyed. I mean, there's a pub I went to recently, and I put it out, and it's in a bad state. And then I won't say who it is, but they messaged me and they know the area, and they said, "Oh yeah, did you know it's now gone? It's been demolished." And that was only probably about a month, 2 months afterwards.
Yeah, doesn't take long, does it? Really?
No, but the pub was an old pub. It wasn't like a new build, as it were. It's been there for bloody hell. It's been there for a good few years.
Ever in the day. Yeah.
Back in the day, it would have been a thriving pub, and then it's just been left, burnt out, and then demolished. And it's like, oh, okay.
Just one of them buildings that you walk past and take for granted for years and years, and then all of a sudden it's disappeared. Yeah.
Tell me about it. There was an old school, which when I first started doing urbexing, I was going to go in, but I was like, I don't know about, just a bit worried. And then when I plucked up the courage to do it, it got demolished. It gone. I'm like, and it was only going down the road, but I'm like, oh. So I'll still kick myself to this day. I should have gone in, just sort of bit the bullet, gone in there, and had a bit more bollocks. Whereas now, it wouldn't bother me. I'll just go right to go and do that. But at that point, it's sad because I missed that, and it was a bit of history just gone down the pan because people couldn't be bothered,
Yeah, there's a place called W.H. Shaw near Oldham, Greenfields up that way. And I went in and walked around it and I thought, yeah, this will be good to do a video and stuff like that. Just took a couple of pictures. Decided to go back a month or two later. It was like half demolition and gutted.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was there for years and years and years. I knew about it and then started my YouTube channel. I took Carl down there. I think Carl did a video on it. And I didn't even bother because I said, oh, I'll do mine another time. But never did. So it's always, when you get the opportunity, do it. Else it could be gone forever, like you say.
Yeah, now I try, and if I find it, I'll try and do it quite quickly now because you never know, do you? You sort of learn after a while. If you're there and you've got your camera, do it.
That's it. You just got to weigh out the situation at the time and
do
it or whatever, whether it's worth it or not. So
yeah, and some of them you think people probably won't like it, but you do it anyway, and then they love it. It's like, okay, it's really weird.
yeah, I've seen that one, Thomas. That was recently. It's showing a video of it just there, and next thing it was all just gone.
Oh,
and he only recently, I think, done a video of it himself. A month or two before of the pub itself. Then he walked past and it was gone. So he done another little video of it. Right, I've hit that time. It's gone 11 o'clock. So thank you everyone for joining in. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. When they do get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm having a big giveaway, loads of prizes. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned till stay safe till next week, and stay tuned to everyone's channel who's been on tonight and check them out. So thanks everyone. Catch you all soon. Night. Cheers, John.
Take care. Good night.
Cheers, John, for coming up. And Matt is safe if anyone's wondering, because he did pop up in the screen down the bottom only for a split second. So he's safe and well. but it looks like his internet's gone at the moment. So at least we know he's good. Right, everyone's saying goodbye, 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 goodbye. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe till next time. Bye bye.